guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today with video number 2 on the home buying process and getting started. So last video we talked about, basically getting started and the process to getting started. And today we're going to talk about the difference between being pre-approved and being pre-qualified for a loan. So you are ready to go buy a house, but the first thing that you need to do is go talk to your lender. And I want to talk about the difference between pre-qualification and being pre-approved, because they are two different things, and a lot of people get them confused, and they're not. It's not an interchangeable word. So when you get pre-qualified, basically what that means is that you're going to your bank or your lender, and you're basically just getting an estimate of what you can afford, or might get an estimate of what you might be able to get approved for if you were to buy a house. They're just going to take some minimal information from you. They're going to maybe just, run your credit and talk about your income. And based off of those two things, they can say, okay, well, we'll pre-qualify you for a home up to $150,000. Okay, that doesn't mean that you're approved for that loan, or it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be able to, get approved for that loan. It's just an estimate of what you might be able to get approved for. Okay? Now, being pre-approved basically takes that pre-qualification a step further. In order to get pre-approved for a loan, the bank is going to require you to actually fill out an application. Okay? They're going to have you fill out a loan application. They're going to run your credit. They're going to look at your income. They're going to look at your debt. They're going to look at your assets. So what they're going to do is they're going to require information from you. They're going to usually ask you for your W-2s. They're going to ask you for your pay stubs. They're going to ask you for your bank statements. They're going to ask you for a copy of your driver's license. And they may ask you for multiple other different things, but those are basically the basic things that they're going to ask you for. And then from there, they're going to look at all this information that you provided them. And they're going to first of all make sure that you have money that you're going to be able to put down for a down payment, and then also pay for your closing costs. So when you're pre-approved for a loan, you basically know for sure that you're going to get that loan. With all the information that you provided them at that point in time, they can get you pre-approved. Okay? And it's really, really, really important when you're going to start the home buying process. You should never go look at a home ever until you are pre-approved for a loan. Now, I get a lot of buyers that say, I really don't even know if I want to buy a house. I want to go look at it first, and then I'll go talk to the bank if I like it or not. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, and I am totally fine with showing you homes if you haven't gotten pre-approved for a house. But to be honest, it's a waste of your time, and it's a waste of my time, and it's a waste of the seller's time. If we're showing houses when we don't even know if you can buy a house. Or if we know, let's say that you maybe got pre-qualified, but you still don't know for sure that you can actually buy the home. Take it one step further. If you've already started the process, go one step further and make a commitment and get pre-approved, because then we know that what type of loan you're going to get. We know what down payment's going to be required. You're going to know what closing costs are going to be. It's going to be way easier when you find that home that you absolutely love and you're ready to make an offer. And we're going to be able to, do that offer right away. And you're going to be one step ahead of the game in order to buy that house. Because sometimes what happens is if you're not there, if you haven't got pre-qualified or basically pre-approved, then we have to wait. And then you absolutely love this house. And guess what? Mr. John Smith over here and his wife, Jane, basically are already pre-approved, and they're making an offer too. And guess what? They take their offer over yours because they're already pre-approved for the loan. The sellers know that they can get that loan. And you're over here heartbroken because you didn't finish the process. Don't be that way. Don't be that person. Do the work. Make sure you go the next step. And if you're serious about buying a home, that's what you need to do. And to be honest, and like I said, I show people all the time that have not yet gotten pre-approved. But they promise me that they will. But the thing is that if I show them consistently and they have yet to get pre-approved, that's when I kind of say, okay, let's really get serious about this and start getting pre-approved for a loan. And the other part of it is just rude. And I mean, it's rude to the sellers, because no offense, guys, but would you like it if you had a showing that somebody, you know, came and you left your home, you had to take your kids, take your dog because you want to show your house or have your house shown, and then find out that the buyer wasn't even pre-approved for the loan, that they didn't even know if they could buy the house or not? I'd be one ticked off seller. Very, very ticked off. And you know, I try not to show homes that have sellers in them, because if my buyer isn't pre-approved, because it is a waste of the seller's time, and I am not going to waste the seller's time, because it is very, very rude, and we need to be respectful of people's time, because it definitely is. It's very difficult to have your home on the market, and when you're showing it to everybody and anybody on the street, you know, it's not a good thing to do. So then highly, highly consider that, because it's, you know, it's a waste of your time, it's a waste of the seller's time, and it's also a waste of the real estate agent's time. So be respectful of that. Time is important. Time is valuable. And so that's something to always, always, always consider. So again, the difference between pre-qualification is that basically it's just an estimate. It's an estimate that based off your debt to income ratio right now and what you have in the bank, we estimate that you can qualify for $80,000. But it doesn't mean that you're approved. Pre-approval is that you take it one step further, you get an application, you provide all the paperwork and documents that the bank is going to require, and then based off that information, they will get you pre-approved. Here's the thing too. Let's say that they run your credit. You have some issues with your credit, and you didn't know that. So now you know that, hey, I need to work on my credit card. I need to pay down my credit score. I need to pay down some credit cards. I need to pay off that truck. And then you know that you can get approved for a loan. The other thing that's important is that we know how much you're approved for, and we know what your closing costs are going to be. We also know what your estimated monthly payment's going to be. And that's a very, very important thing to know, guys. Very, very important thing to know. So again, that's the difference. I hope that was helpful. And like always, guys, I will post another video, because the next thing that we need to talk about is once we get pre-approved for a loan, you know, there's also different types of loans you can get pre-approved for. And just like how you have to qualify for a loan, so does the house that you buy. So that's something that we'll talk about on our video number 3. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.